their jury will be also watching this presentation from you. We were gonna have a fourth member of the jury that was from Porticus, that is one of our funders. So we will be also sharing this presentation with them. So once that you have known more about our jury, it's time to give you the floor to our participants. So just to remember, you have 3 minutes where you have to introduce your pitches. If you want to use a presentation, you can, but remember you don't have to, so it's not something that you need. We only need to hear from you. So we are going to be following an order, as you can see. And that's it. I wish you good luck, and I think we can start. So Maria, would you like to talk about your business project?
Okay, hello, thank you. I will just share the screen. Let's see if it works. Yeah. No, oops. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I'm not always, yeah, okay. Yeah, so thank you for this opportunity. My name is Maria. I'm the founder and director of Humus Vivo, and I come to talk to you about my passion, which is life in the soil. So ever since a young age, I was searching for understanding connections between animals, plants, and life, and my mind was constantly battered with questions of how and why. And later in life, I followed the academical path of mathematics, again, searching for this logical reasoning, and kept wondering on things like, how can we solve climate change? And how can we produce enough food without destroying the ecosystems? It was only when I actually discovered the immense ecosystem that lives in the soil that I started tapping into an answer for these questions. I don't know if you know, but due to human activity, 75% of soil is already degraded or severely degraded. And if we keep at this rate, by 2050, at least 90% will be in bad condition. So regenerative agriculture comes as a solution for this and other bad data. And a straight to the point definition I can give you is an agriculture that focuses on building up soil health. And there are all these 5 main practices that intend to nurture and protect precisely the microorganisms that live within the soil. And that comes with benefits on the ecological and health side, but also on the economical side, which has been shown by different case studies. So I started Humus Vivo as a means to provide knowledge on how plants grow and how intertwined their health is to the health of the soil. And up until now, I've been working in the urban context together through educational services and consultations, tackling the consumer's perspective, and also working with the municipalities in rehabilitating public spaces. But actually, to reach extensive farming operations, we realized that we need to work together with relevant associations and create this holistic support program to help farmers transition their practices. And because by fostering smart connections between farmers and other agri-food actors, and by pushing for the appropriate policies, and by increasing awareness towards all the economical, ecological, and health benefits, we can in fact regenerate ecosystems whilst farming extensively. And so we can no longer rely on simple solutions to simple problems. The regenerative transition comes as a systemic approach to a complex myriad of characteristics, and we must globally gather the tools and knowledge necessary to transition our farming practices on a larger scale. So it's time we stop degrading our soils and instead farm in a way that positively impacts our surroundings. And thank you for the switch, for all the tools that provided me in order for me to be able to map this and actually start the project. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you a lot, Maria. Has been really inspiring to hear you. It's been really good. Okay. So we will go for the next participant, and remember that we are gonna be listening all the pitches, and then we will have the feedback after the deliberation from the jury. So our second participant, our next participant is Aida.
Hello, greetings to everyone. Greetings from Albania. My name is S.W.I.T.C.H. I'm graduated of S.W.I.T.C.H University with degree in finance accounting. I have been working social administrator in public sector during those last 6 years. Why I decided to start my sustainable business, because the area that I want to promote has many development potential, and I realized that in this area there's no proper management of resources. About medieval Drivasum is a ruined castle about the modern Albania village of Drisht, with the earliest traces of fortification in the late Neolithic area in the 9th century. There are the remaining of 11 houses inside the castle walls. My motivation to explore sustainability and entrepreneurship is based on some studies I have read about the benefit of the nature to the human well-being, especially after the pandemic, also the potential of the area for development and curative therapy. The need that I want to cover refers the need to improve the current situation in the area, since due to the immigration, there is no one who is well educated and decided to live or invest in that area. Drivaston will cover the need to develop and promote the area, making it accessible for tourists. The remaining of 11 houses, Drivaston will work hard to make them potential businesses, like green businesses or green therapy, blue therapy. Here I list some of the potential businesses: farming-related therapy, animal-assisted therapy, adventure therapy, etc. I decided on this topic and these services because in the area and nearby areas, there's no other office to serve as consulting, financial, and information office. The Drivaston will be an office according to the rule of nature, in nature, and to serve the promotion of the nature. About the communication strategies, I think to communicate with all the owners and co-owner of the remaining 11 houses and convince them to apply in grant fund, convince them that investing in their properties can be a good source of income. In addition to the direct communication, also all information will be available in office and also on social medias. Migration poses a significant risk to Albania, with over half its population wanting or planning to leave. And in addition to that, the mass exodus of the young and educated has resulted in significant shortcoming in the labor sector. Difficulties that we think to overcome, let's mention employment, revitalization of the area, and also avoiding the phenomenon of immigration. At the end, the last thing that I would like to share with you is about the S.W.I.T.C.H program. Helped me develop my business idea, mentorship, and mentoring through the period, advice given during the training, and also beyond the minute of training via email, and make me feel that after every communication with the mentors, the idea began to take shape and become readable for me, and let's hope for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aida.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Let's go for the next participant, Nino.
Hello everybody. My name is Nina Surmanidze. I'm from Batumi, Georgia. I'm a Bachelor of Economics with a minor in Tourism Management and I'm a Master of Business Administration. I have worked in different governmental and non-governmental organizations, and currently I'm working in the development field and I'm helping entrepreneurs to reach their goals. I decided to start the Arpazoni Guest House business project due to different reasons. To begin with, I was always interested in green entrepreneurship. Having a business which does not harm the environment would make me happy. And to continue, I wanted to use the potential of my family's countryside house and a big garden there for agro-touristic reasons. I believe that sustainable use of resources around us is critical for the environment and want to do a small contribution against climate change. This is one of the motivators that encourages me to develop a sustainable business project. People who live busy lives feel a lack of connection with nature. My project will address this need. The guests of the house will have an opportunity of experiencing nature and recharging their batteries. My country is visited by millions of tourists every year. They want to experience an authentic environment, food and lifestyle. Agro-ecotourism is not developed in my region, but there is a high demand on it. That is why I decided to offer this kind of service. I'm going to promote my business through Facebook and Instagram. Both pages will include content about the environment, which will be educational. Also, I want to apply for a government grant to get some funds for house facilities and solar panels. Getting funds will help me to make the guest house more sustainable. The house had a problem with the water supply because the village is not in any water supply system. Fortunately, me and my family found our source of water and overcame this problem. And the Switch program inspired me to develop this business idea and made me to think about how to make it more sustainable. And thank you for your support, Lucia, and all the project staff for this, for giving me this opportunity. And thank you for your attention. That was all.
Thanks a lot, Nino. Congratulations. The next participant is Arzuela.
Hello. I'm happy to present myself to you, and maybe a larger audience will listen to my video presentation. My name is S.W.I.T.C.H, and I'm from Vlora, Albania, which I greatly suggest to visit because it's a stunning place, a kind of Miami Beach with mountains, river, and it's a warm country, a warm city. I have a bachelor degree in foreign languages and a master degree in business management for small and medium enterprises, followed up by 13 years of differentiated experiences as accountant, human resources manager, shop manager, etc. I loved always the sustainable objects, not those of single use, and recently by chance began working as a project officer in the waste management project in my city. This made me more convinced to developing my idea. I opened an Instagram page, then made some sales through it, created handmade crochet baskets and arranged them with lavender and other dried flowers. My project is named Lule Lela, that means flower Lela. Lela is my nickname. Firstly, it was difficult to decide which direction to go and how to find the target customer range, to find why my posts in the social media were not so liked and bringing you customers. But then I found out that people needed my compositions because of the everlasting quality and lavender scent. As I previously said, I sell only in Instagram, and I try to make as much posts and stories as I can. Maybe I have made some promoted posts, and my target audience is women from 25 years old who love handmade and decor. By the end of the 2023, I aim to raise the followers from 1,500 to 3,000 maybe through the strategy of 2 sponsored posts a month and 2 giveaways a year. About the competitions, there are flower shops that sell dried flowers, compositions and arrangements, and dried flowers art. But I think my strong point is that I use the crochet basket handmade and use the local lavender, not those that are imported. Meanwhile, the working from home helped me to have lower prices and lower prices than the competition. A Switch program helped me organizing my mind and going on with my idea. The program helped me to use a uniform one template for each post, approach finding appropriate customer range, strategies to use, and to believe in myself and go ahead. Lately, I participated in 2 local fairs and rented a space to work in. In the fair, I reached more new customers, distributed business cards and brochures, which I include my products and contact. I made some sales, mainly crochet baskets from recycled fabric with the design of Albanian flag. I have made it has made me more convinced that I can go with my product and develop more. Recently, my husband helped me in the wooden boxes and wood bases for the baskets I produce. With the CNC laser, we are planning to collaborate and make the business stronger through consistently changing the products, introducing new products maybe every month. During December 17th up to the end of the December, we made sales of 1,200 euros. We plan to make more sales during Valentine's Day, Teacher's Day, and Mother's Day, which are in the February and March. And I think 5,000 euros for the 6 months will be the sales. My goal for 2023 is to raise the sales at least 40%, and by the end of the 2024, 60%. My best sold product, crochet basket by recycled fabric arranged with dried lavender, is sustainable, and it lasts for at least 2 years in the beginning state. No waste is generated, even though the client maybe does not like it anymore. After some time, she or he can use the basket for another purpose. And lately, I have expanded my sales in Italy. I sold six arrangements in the December, and if I find delivery means, I will be more confident to expand in other neighbor countries. Thank you very much for listening me.
Thank you, Arzuela. Not only sustainable, but also beautiful. If you wanna share maybe the name of
I will try.
Do you wanna say maybe so our viewers can check your Instagram?
You can find it easily on Instagram. I just checked it while you were presenting your initiative.
Okay.
That's very beautiful. It's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arzuela. Okay, let's go for our next participant, Raquel.
Hello, everyone. Really nice to meet you all. So my name is Raquel, and I'm from Spain. About my background, I studied a marketing degree and a master's in digital marketing. Meanwhile, I have volunteered for a couple of years for different associations. So in the past 3 years, I've been working in the digital marketing sector, and I was in charge of the product portfolio on Amazon and searching for new potential customers, taking part of the business strategy, among others. Currently, I'm working in a vitamin gummy company to promote an easier and delicious way to take care for people, to take care of themselves. So I decided to join to the S.W.I.T.C.H project and start my sustainable business project, because I always had on mind to make a change by starting a movement. I believe that it is a really good initiative to start making an impact on society, and governments need the help of companies worldwide as we create direct conversations with the end customers. And so we have the power to change and help the planet. So my main motivation to explore sustainability and entrepreneurship is that I wanted to lead this change I was talking about, and that starts by creating a sustainable project. I must say that I got inspired by companies like CO2 that which helps. Well, the name is in a Spanish name, sorry. So it's CO2 Gestión, but yeah. So which helps company compensates for CO2 emissions by reforestation. So the need I want to cover is the high cost of becoming sustainable. The end customer will pay that cost. And with the current recession, customer will prefer to buy the cheapest products because they can afford the sustainable ones. So, so my project will help these businesses to finance the high cost of being sustainable, which will help to break the economical barriers. So the name of my project is the Green Project that will support these companies showing the world different projects to be sustainable. So I want to do this by building a website where everyone can show can see all the information in detail about each project. So we will explain the problem, the environmental impact, the solution, and funds needed to make it happen. And also investors and citizens can contribute with money, no minimum quantity needed, after reading and watching the explanation of the project and how it can impact our project or planet, sorry. So we will have 6 months to collect the amount, and finally the contributors can follow the process and see the results. I think that's a really important point. And about the strategies to achieve this goal, we plan to communicate every project via social media, such as Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, because it's the best way to reach youth. And also, like all the people in organizations has a presence in social media. And also we will have a presence at the most relevant events. So we can look as well for investors and donors that can invest in our projects. So as an example of a strategy in social media can be like, I plan to reach 2,000 followers on Instagram by the end of the year. And as a budget goal, so the objective is to get funds to cover the first project by the beginning of September 2023, and at least the 50% needed to start the second project by December of 2023. So the complexity of the project of each project can suffer difficulties to communicate and show the importance of change, as the results are not immediate. So we will need to collaborate with people who have a bigger audiences, and they can promote exactly what we do, as well as try to reach those audiences and explain to them most simply how to get involved. And finally, the S.W.I.T.C.H program was a crucial point to develop my business idea. So if you count with help like it is people from the S.W.I.T.C.H program, it is a little bit easier as you just follow like all these steps. And even when sometimes I could not attend to meetings because of my schedule, I always receive all the information about the meetings and the tasks for the next meeting. So I was leading every step from scratch, developing an idea, establishing objectives, strategies, and the communication plan. So yeah, and also I got inspired by my colleagues in the program and found a really nice environment to grow. So thank you. That's all.
Thanks a lot, Raquel. I believe also that the cooperation between the private sector and the governmental sector is really interesting to achieve the sustainable goals that we have in mind. Thanks for sharing your business idea with us. Let's go for the next participant, Francis.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Francis Eze from Nigeria. I'm a counselor and environmentalist, and currently I am the head of advocacy and policy of Community Action Against Plastic Waste, CAPWX. Community Action Against Plastic Waste is a grassroots movement of activists and organizations advancing the toxic-free circular plastic economy for just, inclusive, and sustainable development across more than 60 communities across 21 countries in Africa, Asia Pacific, Latin American, and Caribbean. I decided to start my sustainable business project and to join the S.W.I.T.C.H project because I needed to solve one of the world problems, make an impact, and to create jobs for the society. The amount of plastic in our environment has become a global concern, with the world population approaching 8 billion. More and more plastic and plastic-derived products are being used and discarded. An estimated 367 million tons, which is about 367 billion kilograms of plastic were produced by 2020 alone. With 2.5 million tons of plastic waste annually, Nigeria ranked 9th globally among countries with the highest contribution to plastic pollution. Unfortunately, over 88% of the plastic waste generated in Nigeria is not recycled. Instead, much of it ends up in water bodies, which affect our health, agriculture, and environment. Nigeria had the worst cases of flood last year because of this. You can Google it. In Nigeria, about 40% of the youth are not employed. So I came up with this project idea of departing from the traditional linear economy model, which is based on take, make, consume, and throw away, to an aspect of circular economy to make and to promote financial services. Currently, we encourage people, especially women, to pick those plastic waste. We buy from them and sell to the recycling company, or people who need it for upcycling. We hope to have partners and sponsors in future in order to recycle those plastics ourselves. Our goal is to create jobs for more than 2,000 youths and women, reduce plastic waste for healthy living, and to promote financial services in some remote places. We intend to empower the young people and women by picking the plastic waste, and who will in return buy it from them. This will make them to be self-employed, and more job will be created when we have our own recycling company. We reach out to our targeted audience through social media. I just created my my Instagram accounts, and I have Facebook. So we reach out to them through Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, and we wish to enlarge our audience in future to at least 10,000 followers by 2024. The greatest difficulty I overcame was taking the bold step in starting my project. The S.W.I.T.C.H program provided the insight and the information that enabled me to start my project, and I am grateful for this wonderful opportunity. During the S.W.I.T.C.H project, I learned how to develop my project idea. I learned the role of social media, so my project, I learned how to pitch and how to analyze my competitor. All thanks to the S.W.I.T.C.H program, all thanks to Yin, all thanks to Lucia, all thanks to my fellow participants for the wonderful support. Thank you all.
Thanks to you, Francis. Congratulations. You've been fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's go for our next participant. Lilia, would you like to talk about your project to us?
Yes, and I hope that you can see my screen.
Can you share with us the screen? Right now we cannot. Maybe I can stop sharing so you can. Yes, we can see your screen.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Lilia Young. I am currently a PhD candidate at the University of Graz, and I'm employed at the Technical University as a university research assistant, and I'm doing my project also in connection to my PhD. And recently I also got in partnership with Magna International, which is a huge company. And with all that, I combine it with S.W.I.T.C.H Consulting, where I'm the founder of it right now. And talking to the question, like why I think that it's like the right thing for me to do. I think after studying so much and have all of this theoretical background, I felt, oh my gosh, I really need to do something. And now I want to basically apply all of the knowledge that I have from the university side, but also the experiences that I gained from the S.W.I.T.C.H, which is an NGO led by students, that I want to really have an impact. And I found my purpose, which is to transform the economy into a more sustainable one. And one of the first steps that I saw is to transform the businesses that are involved in that, and to tackle the business model, so the core of it, and ensure that this is more sustainable is basically what I found, okay, S.W.I.T.C.H Consulting could support them. And the need that I discovered was also due to my time at the company when everyone was talking about the CSRD regulations. So companies are now forced also from the political side to become more sustainable. And what I realized is there are way too less experts in that can really support a company to meet the needs that they have to provide in the end of the year. So I thought, well, then we should definitely try our best to set it up soon. So S.W.I.T.C.H Consulting's vision is to support businesses become circular through data and also technology. And we are also empowering students. And why empowering students? I feel that those are the ones that are super driven. We also see that our generations are extremely active. They do care about environment and the climate and their future, basically. So I thought, why not use this drive and this passionate people, and they're so incredible smart too, and give them trainings, give them the education, so they're really qualified, and then let them also gain their experiences with businesses where they can basically also gain more practices for their own path in the future. And the topics that I chose, or where I thought it's super important, is digitalization, because this is like a very huge topic and a lot of businesses are dealing with this. And of course, sustainability, and then to combine it. And what I saw is now it's the perfect time, because more and more businesses are aware of that topic themselves. And as I already mentioned, the political pressure is there too. And the strategies to do that is basically to further improve the team that I have right now with different knowledges, with clarity while they're doing that. And also, I created 9 different circles, so marketing, finance, legal, IT stuff, everything is basically covered. So it's like a holistic strategy for this project to be really applied also in the future. And right now, we're also collaborating a lot with different consulting students, chapters across the world, and also Student Impact, which is like a very successful best practice, let's say, in Switzerland. And the difficulties we already overcame the last year was to become an official squad of S.W.I.T.C.H International. So we have access to their tools, and we have like their network, and also board members that are supporting this idea, and experts that are giving us some tips and valuable insights. And we grew into a bunch of people, like 20 people around, that are indirectly and directly involved in that. And I would say what challenges are lying in front of us is definitely the financial part, because we need some grants and some investment and some money for further research developments. We needed to really make sure that the students are getting paid, so they're not like going off and the fluctuation is too high. And we also needed so we can be a little bit quicker in realizing our goals and the things that we have in mind. And for S.W.I.T.C.H, I just want to say that I'm super, super thankful, because of this program. I felt that I always had like a even bigger purpose to get my stuff done and to fulfill like the task that we also got. And I was also super happy to meet like-minded people, and also to hear their stories and how they're processing was super nice for me to keep my inspiration and motivation ongoing. So last but not least, thank you again for everyone that was participated in that, but also everyone that was organizing it, and also the jury today that are taking their time to give us valid feedback. Thank you a lot.
Thanks a lot, Lilia. Congratulations. And also congratulations for your new partnership. I'm gonna share again my screen. And let's go for the next participant, Ismael.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maje. I live in Cameroon. I'm a holder of a bachelor's degree in environmental science and occupational health and safety. I volunteered for a lot of international organizations like Climate Interactive in the fighting against climate change and looking for solutions to combat future climate problems. I'm equally the president of Student Energy at the University of Boya in Cameroon, where we encourage students by providing them with the skills and technique needed to take sustainable energy actions in the country. So I decided to join the S.W.I.T.C program because I love nature and have always worked toward the positive impact of the environment and the well-being of the community and the planet. So I'm motivated to explore sustainability and entrepreneurship because Cameroon and many other sub-Saharan African countries are suffering from a problem of waste proper waste management. The proper waste management of plastics. So I was eager to look for a solution to this problem and create green job opportunities for young environmental graduates in Africa. So the need I wanted to cover is that Cameroon is experiencing a growth in manufacturing industries. The waste product produced from these industries are mostly plastic materials. 80% of these plastic waste are made up of plastic bottles, plastic bags, and nylons. Plastic waste produced are being littered in the environment after primary uses. The plastic waste ends up in the soil, destroying the soil nutrients and affecting agricultural products, and at times washed in rivers and oceans during heavy rainfall, affecting aquatic ecosystems. In years coming, the soil in Cameroon and other neighboring countries will be damaged, affecting agricultural output and the growth of crops for local and international consumption. This is why Energy Cameroon decided to work on the recycling of plastic waste for domestic uses through the production of buckets and other long-lasting plastic materials. Our service is to collect plastic waste in large cities of Cameroon. This plastic bottle will be washed, dried, and ground in a machine to produce plastic granules, which will be sold to manufacturing plastic companies. These plastics will also be used to produce long-lasting plastic products like basket, bucket, chairs. So my communication strategy goals is to promote the business and social media using Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn, which are the most used social media platforms in the country. Our main target will be the young and medium-aged people. So I expect to have 3,000 followers by the end of this year and increase by 35% next year. So I will create posts and some videos content to reach people that are more interested in the type of content created. Our future plans is to reduce and recycle the amount of plastic waste littered in the environment every year in Cameroon and other neighboring countries. So I studied a lot in S.W.I.T.C.H, starting from the development of my business idea to the building up of my proper business strategy. And I equally acquired a knowledge on how to manage community on social media. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Lucia, who was our mentor throughout this program. Thank you for your understanding.
Thank you, Ismael, and congratulations. And let's go for our last participant, Kamara.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Once again, I am Kamara Mohammed from Sierra Leone, West Africa. I am a graduate from Information and Communication Technology at Eastern Technical University of Sierra Leone. I am the founder of Child-Friendly Education. Over the past years, we have been working hard to help those children who have been marginalized to quality education in the rural communities. Children in this part of the country, especially those whose parents cannot be able to send them in the bigger town for educational purpose, they have been marginalized to education. So from then, when I graduated from this ICT technology college, I decided to implement a project wherein we can advocate for those children, for them to be educated in the rural communities. So we have succeeded by implementing some preschools where these people, we are not having such an opportunity for educational purpose. So now we are working with our government His first agenda is to implement free and quality education. So we have some people who have joined us for us to be more succeeded in our work. Now, our first process, we want to register those children that will be benefiting from this project. Hence, we are working with different kind of organization so that these people will know what is really affecting those children. There are a lot of communities wherein no governmental helps or NGOs help cannot reach them due to poor road network system. But hence, this is our community. We have decided to reach those people so that we will be able to help them. Hence, children to provide sustainable education so that these people will be our future leaders tomorrow. Now, the reason why I choose to implement this kind of idea, I know youth are more important in this kind of agenda. There is an urgent need to involve more children and youth to address even some of this climate change, as COP27 has made it clear that protections of our planet and survival for the future well-being, all humanity and species is very important to participate in such activities. I believe that the development of policy and its implementation must currently involve the young generations as overseers of the future. We must involve these kind of people in this kind of work, especially those community-based organizations. We have collaborated with them, schools heads from primary school, secondary school, and also tertiary educational authority for us all to work together so that we will be able to succeed in our fight. And as for this program, I am so much excited for the mentorship, the trainings that I have been undergo since I think this is 6 to 7 months now we have been in this. I have learned so many skills, new skills, how I will be able to implement my project for us to succeed in our work. So thank you so much for all the lectures, the materials, and everything. I want to say many thanks and appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamara. Congratulations for your presentation. And thank you for joining us. So, guys, congratulations all. You've been fantastic. I'm really proud about you. And now we're gonna go to the next step. I don't wanna give more feedback because I want to have enough time for our jury to deliberate and to give you their own feedback. So we are gonna be split into rooms. In one room is gonna be our jury, in another we're gonna be us. Where I'm gonna be in the meantime, I'm gonna be talking about oncoming opportunities for you. So let's divide the rooms. Eva, are we good with the rooms now?
Yes.
Okay.
you can stay in this main room. We are away.
Okay, nice. So, as we mentioned in previous meetings for the switch and during our training course, there are uncommon opportunities for you guys. So the first one that I would like to share with you is that we would like to promote in YEE social media and also in the Switch Facebook page. We would like to promote your Instagrams and the materials that you would like to send us. So for this, I will share with you more by writing this information, but we would like you to create a post or a video and that you would like us to promote about you, about your project, and it would be like in a story format, and we would be sharing this content in our social media, so you can have further, let's say, a further target for your own business project. So I will share with you this information so you can work on the creation of this content. The second opportunity that I would like to share with you is the Switch dissemination event that is going to be taking place in Prague, that it will be most likely end of January, beginning of February or during February. We will give you an exact date probably next week. Next week, our members of the Switch, the partners organizations, and YE, we're going to be meeting in Barcelona to plan this dissemination event. And as I mentioned, I would like to be able to bring as many people from participants from the Switch to this dissemination event. So obviously we have unfortunately some limitations with budget and so on, and also we can only manage logistics, like travels around and inside Europe. So I'm afraid that this is going to be a limitation, an unfortunate limitation, but because our founders are from Erasmus+, we have to respect these rules. But you will have more information about this and the date. I would love you to be able to come, and if you cannot come in person, I would love you to join us as well online. And also, most probably, if you are not able to join, we will be streaming the recording of this session, so we can also give to know your projects, your business project that you'll be working on. On the event, we are gonna have a limit of 75 people. That we still have to think if we are gonna do 75 people all in person or combine it with some online event to make it possible, because 75 people to reunite all these people in the same venue can be a bit tricky. So, but for you to know, at least 75 people for sure will know about your projects, and possible founders and entrepreneurs could be also attending. So it would be lovely to have you there. And the third and last opportunity that I want to share with you is a project that is happening at the moment, or is going to start in YE. The name of this project is EU Teens for Green. And it's an opportunity for youth and teens to take ownership and become actors of change by allocating grants to contribute to advocate the green transition in the regions. And this will make and lead youth to take action and grow locally and contribute to the youth generation to have their own projects. So basically what this means that for those people that are inside of the requirements, like you are youth and so on, you have a business idea on mind, you can apply for our grants. So I'm gonna share with you in the chat. I will share with you all this information, okay, by email, as I always do. But I would like to share with you right now this opportunity. Why? because the deadline is tomorrow. The good thing of this is that you don't have to work hard in the application because the requirement for applying is exactly what we've been working on, is having a business idea developed and have the information on how to take it into action. So you have already done it. So as you have been already part of our community in YE, I would like to encourage you because you have like big chances to have these grants. And I would be really happy of giving you this opportunity. So yeah, I hope that these 3 opportunities can be challenging from one side, but also encouraging you to be excited about your projects and about what's yet to come. So I want to also get this opportunity that our jury is not here to again congrats you. Like really, it's been really nice to have you in this project, and I'm really happy with all the work that you have done from the beginning when you didn't even knew where you wanted to do. About the age limit, I think it has to be an application. I believe that you are into like it's from 15 to 24, but I believe if you are like still over it, I will encourage you to apply because yeah, like I still will encourage you to apply. But I think you are still, most of you are inside of the requirement, right? It's up to 10,000 euros granted to youth projects that are into the just transition. There are some regions that are selected, but they are mostly in EU, so I do believe that you have a lot of chances. If you want the contact of one of like the person responsible, is my colleague Shofi, so I can share with you also. It's everything is in the webpage that I just sent you in our webpage of YE, but I can also copy here her email in case you want to contact her. But yeah, it's a really, really good opportunity that, yeah, I believe that can help you with getting like money in an easy way. Kind of, it's much easier this than applying for a grant and so on. But also I must say that you will be working as well with some like local facilitators that will be helping you. So in every region, there will be a person responsible of also guiding you. So I believe that this could be also like a second step to continue with the switch. So do you have any further question?
I have a question. So you mentioned it's like for people from 15 till 24, and I'm over it, so I'm 27. Is that like a criteria why I won't be selected, or would it still maybe be possible if they have enough spaces, etc.?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how much tight is this age limit, because every time we plan a project, we always set some kind of age limit because we work with youth projects. So, but I believe that applying will give you anyway a chance to. Like I don't even know if in the application you need to say your age. I'm just gonna apply. I'm just gonna open the application. I would recommend you as well to contact Shofi, that is the person in charge. But I'm just gonna take a look. But yeah, honestly, like whenever we have been working with these kind of projects, we always have people that maybe are 1 year over the age and it's still fine. So I would encourage you that you have already in mind your project. So just give it a try, or just contact Sophie and ask her if she thinks that you can be a good fit. So also you can take a look to the Just Transition platform with the different regions. I can share also with you here. I can see it's mostly in all of Europe. So I'm just gonna share with you. Yeah. So I can see also Maria de Portugal is one of those countries. So I think this can be also really interesting. Yeah. And also use following the opportunities that we share, because every time we have upcoming opportunities, upcoming projects, and some of them are funding opportunities as this one. So we are coming to the moment. So whatever our jury say, I want again to congratulate you for all the hard work, and I want to encourage you to continue with your projects. It's not only a 7-month project. Continue creating content for your social media. Continue working on your webpage to update it, to make it more easy friendly, and it will be worth it. Okay, if you agree, we can have a break of 5 minutes. Yes? Well, let's say 3 minutes. We meet again at 6:16. That's fine? Okay. You don't need to leave this room. Just close the cameras and the mics. See you. Okay, guys, whenever you can, let's start slowly come back.
You're muted, I think.
Thank you, Lilia. I was saying that our Yuri has 2 minutes left to come back, but I would like to have this time to actually ask you, how did you feel while you were presenting your projects? Oh, they are coming back. Well, someone would like to say something about how did they feel? Were you nervous? Were you confident?
I can start sharing very shortly my experience. I think it was very, very lovely. I guess it was also because of the setting and how we started, and also with like a short check-in. So it was quite nice. And yeah, I had fun. So I liked it.
Thank you for saying, Lilia. To be fair, it was really nice from my side to see how, from not having an idea of what you were gonna do, see how you actually develop all the process. It's been really, really nice. So yeah, I hope that all the feelings that you were having, maybe feeling nervous, just went away and you actually enjoyed introducing us your pieces. So we have our jury back. So I'm gonna give them the floor to give you some feedback of your pieces.
Okay, I will start, and then the rest will give you your feedbacks. I first want to start, of course, by thanking you. It was very nice to see all your ideas and all the differences between the ideas. I really like that that you took this task, if I can say so, so differently, and you made it your own. In general, what I noticed, or what I really liked, was when I saw the presentations. I think this making a presentation, a visual presentation in PowerPoint and whatever other program, really helps the other person to understand your idea. Because if we come to hear you, what you're saying about your idea, and I know that your idea in your head is very clear, but for a person who has never heard about it, it might not be that easy to understand. So I think these presentations always really, really help to make it clear what is the idea. I personally really like Ida's idea about the castle. For me, it's always very nice when you connect more maybe different fields together, and I feel like this is exactly an example of that you connected the sustainability, but also history and community, and I really like that. As well as with Lilia and Oikos, she on the other hand, combine data with sustainability, and that's also very, very important and very interesting to see. I really liked Arzuela. That was very obvious that your business is already on the way, that you already know what you're doing, and I think that everybody should take this as a learning point, that you learn the most by doing. Seriously, that's the best school probably, because it was very obvious that you already know, you, even if you struggle maybe with something, you already are on the way, and you are very clear on what you're talking about. So that was very nice. I really like Francis' idea that he connected with the community as well, for creating jobs in the community, not just making the business sustainable from the environmental position, but also for the community. And that's also what climate crisis teaches us, that we need to connect these issues, different issues together. And yeah, that's I think what I have to say. Really, thank you all of you. Again, it was very nice to see your pitches, and I'll leave the word to the other jurors.
Well, I thank you, Eva, for this contribution, and I will start as Eva did by congratulating you, all of you, because those projects are just amazing. And it was very interesting to see all those different fields of activity you presented today. On a general point of view, what I noticed, I would just start with what we can improve, for example. Maybe for some of you, just talk, you talk sometimes a bit too fast, especially at the beginning of the speech. And I know you can be a bit stressed or very enthusiastic to present what you've been working on for such a long time, and you're doing great. But sometimes you speak a bit fast at the beginning of your presentation, and that can be sometimes a bit harder to follow it. But no worries, this is not such a big issue, because then it was totally understandable. I really liked the way you structured your speeches. It was very interesting to see sometimes how you add some storytelling to your presentation, especially, for example, Maria, when you talked about your interest in nature when you were younger, and then how you came back to this, how can I say that, child interest to, but on a professional way, and thanks to your studies. And some other guys did that as well. Or for example, when you're conducting a project, Nina, for example, with your family, that's always very interesting to add some personal informations and some personal involvement in your stories when you are like presenting it to somebody else, because it's getting like easier to connect with the person you're presenting your project this way. So good job, guys, for that. I really liked your project, Mohammed, about the child-friendly education, because I think if we want really to work on a good way, on a very holistic and global way, international way, to deal with the climate change and all the issues we are having connected with it, we do have to work on education, and we do have to let like as many people as we can to get this awareness. And for that, you have to be well educated and to have the tools to get the information you need. So that's very cool to do that, and that's very good as for Francis project, for example, to get this improvement for the community, the whole community, by doing this. So thank you for doing that. What can I add on a more specific way? I really love the way you presented you and pitched your project, Lilia. It was like very dynamic, like it was so interesting as well. The visual presentation helped. Of course, that can help to add visual presentation, but I don't want to insist too much on this point because we all deal with some internet problems sometimes. So we do our best to be able to have a visual presentation. So if you cannot have it, that doesn't mean that you cannot do a good presentation. But yes, when it's well done like this, it's really good how to structure your presentation, and that's what's very interesting and very enthusiastic to see. Like that during a PhD, you still have energy enough to conduct this kind of project, and that's admirable, truly. So I think I don't have that much details to add, but thank you guys for today. Thank you guys for your investment in the Switch project from 02 to 03, and I wish you the best. And I truly wish you to be able to conduct your project as you plan to do so, if it's possible for you. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so thank you so much for all of your project that we listen. It was really, really perfect for me, it was like all of the project was really perfect and very related to all the topics that we had. I did some 2 words notes in my notebook during all your presentation, all your speech, that I want to go through all of them. That the project I really like I said already, all of them. From the Maria's project, it was really perfect to have a person who have a passion towards environment from the childhood, when she was child. And I like that you are using your resources to provide the education assistance, and it was really cool. For Aida's project, I can say that your motivation was really cool, to promote the potential development of proper management of resources, to help the 11 houses, the castles, to build up and the sustainability. There is Nino from Georgia. It was really cool project because this century it's really we need to get involved in green entrepreneurship, and that was really perfect that you was using your own place to promote it, and I really appreciate it. For Arcelo, I will say that I really like in the picture. In the picture, there was things that you made that made it by hand. What was really cool, and it was really good that with that material you are supporting the environment using the vestes. The Rockwell Tenas, if I'm not mistaken, the project was good, that you wanted to create a movement and be lead of it to also support the locals and so on, and as well as the skill of the leadership, because you was wanted to be a lead of it. And it was really appreciating. At the same time, you are doing support of your community, and also improving your skills of your personal skills. And about Francis project, I can say that it was a good idea to support the plastic removal from the environment, just using your local model. And it was perfect for me. It was really a perfect model, and to use to produce the waste of the environment. For Lilia Young, I how can I say, your speech was really good, and I just wanted to listen more than 3 minutes, because your speech, like the time and everything was really good. And it was really a good project also, that because your strategies are to collect the plastic waste, to consulting, the support was really cool and supportive. I really like it. Ismail, I can say that it was really cool project because your strategies are just collect plastic waste bottles that will help the environment and also be manufactured and used again. And for Muhammad, I can say that I like the quote that you put and you said it about it, that the children are the future of the climate change activists. And that quote was like covering the all ideas, the project and all strategies and aims that you had. And for all of combining all the project was really cool, and the switch was really helped all of you to conduct and bring your mind to make a business that will help your environment, your community, and so on. And I like all of the project. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks a lot for our Yuri for their constructive feedback. I hope it will help you in order to have some information about what people think about your project, in case you haven't been able to share with a friend or someone else. So I hope this activity was interesting for you. So about the presentation, I would just like to say that, as I mentioned, this speech exercise it's made for you to serve you and be well prepared in the case that you have to, in case someone asks you about your project, and in case you maybe have some interesting opportunity to have like a conversation in a meeting with a potential partner, an investor, and a client, and so on. So it didn't need it to be like a presentation, because we wanted you to be able to prepare information about your project, not like a formal presentation. So like, it's really good to, I do agree that it's really good to have some content material in order to promote yourself. And I believe that you will have to work on that. But for today's, I want to congratulate you again for your pitch. And now we are gonna proceed to the certificate ceremony and awards. So on this, I would like you to give the floor to Eva, who has prepared your awards and your certificates together with the members of the jury.
Yes, so I'll start. We created one certificate for all of you to recognize that you actually finished the S.W.I.T.C.H project and you finished successfully with the pitch, and to thank you again that you put all this effort into this. And then we have special awards for each of you, for each of your project, because we want to point out the strongest features of your projects that we found. So we divided it with Leah, so it's not gonna now go according to the places you were presenting your project, but we decided to award Ida for connecting the heritage and the sustainability topics together. We want to award Nino for contributing to the green entrepreneurship, as well as Ismail for contributing to the green entrepreneurship. We want to also award Francis for the most community-oriented project, and Kamara for the most future-oriented project. And Leah, please continue.
Yes. Then we want to award Raquel for the Public Awareness Award. We want to give a special artistic award for Ursula. as well. And we want to award with the most dynamic speeches, Lilia and Maria.
So congratulations, everyone, for your awards. Congratulations for completing this mentorship program. We will be sending you your awards and your certificate by email. And feel free to share it. You can even put it in your LinkedIn or tag us. We will be really happy to have you. And as always, this session comes to an end. And I want again to thank you for joining us and for trusting us, for guiding your process and your idea development. So we are gonna be taking a picture. If you have any further questions, as always, you can contact me in my email. And yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Do you have any questions, by the way, or any comment? No? Okay, so then it's picture time. Prepare yourself. I'm gonna prepare it as well. Cameras on, just the smiles on. And I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And the last one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you a lot. Enjoy your Sunday.